It's news time. Information is power. The current, the news headline. Oni, what Buhari told me about Sunday Igbo. The news in full. The Oni of Ife, Ojaja too, had actually said that President Muhammadu Buhari at the time said that the activist of Yoruba Nation, that is Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igbo, should stop using lawless attempts to agitate whatever is nursing. According to Oni, when he met the President Muhammadu Buhari over Sunday Igbo's matter, Buhari was informed of the reasons for Igbo's agitation, and in his reaction, Buhari said that Igbo needs to calm down and be patient. The president also asked monarchs in the southwest to advise Igbo against moves that are lawless, where the monarch said that Igbo has a just cause to fight truly, but he should have been more diplomatic. He alleged that Igbo was misled by politicians, insisting that the activists deserve the support of monarchs in the region. He said on his part, he has forgiven Igbo and already working on how to get him freed from detention in Benin Republic. He heard that the Yoruba Nation agitators needs to consider dialogue, and also appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari as well that there is need to use dialogue in settling the insecurity and all the mayhem from the self-determination agitators. Therefore, the right group expressed consternation that since July, that the leadership of the IPOB was allegedly kidnapped by the Nigerian government from Kenya and brought back to Nigeria to continue his trial for an alleged treasonable felony for his role in the championing the campaign for self-determination in the southeast of Nigeria. The elected leaders of the southeast of Nigeria, that is the Igbo-speaking nationality, have yet to concretely convince the president to ban the IPOB and remove a erroneous tag of being a terrorist group slammed on the self-proclaimed unharmed IPOB. Uriwa said that instead of opting for peaceful negotiations and the adoption of non-kinetic steps by the federal government to douse the rising tension created by the detention of the leader of the IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the federal government and the southeast governors have largely adopted bellicose and confrontational military strategies to confront a situation that could have been resolved through peaceful and constructive means. It said that the recent moves by the federal government to militarize Anambra State, with the elections barely a few days away and the threat to call out the people of the southeast of Nigeria on a week-long sit-at-home protest made by the IPOB, is an unambiguous signal that the election in Anambra State would be characterized by bloodbath, which is what the right group is asking all and sundry to avert. The right group recalled that President Muhammadu Buhari had ordered a massive deployment of security agents in the Anambra State to ensure that under no circumstances will anything be allowed to stop the elections from taking place peacefully. The police had on October 14th announced that it would deploy 34,587 personnel to Anambra State to ensure peace during the poll, even as the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, had earlier hinted that the federal government was considering imposing a state of emergency in Anambra to ensure peaceful conduct of the poll. Also, the IPOB had declared a one-week sit-at-home protest across the southeast state starting from November 5, the eve of the governorship election in Anambra State. Also, the INEC had said that its commission is prepared. The commission had so far recruited and mobilized about 25,000 ad hoc staff that would man the 5,720 polling units in the southeast. Our preparations are on course, even with all the challenges we are facing, such as the attacks on our state office on May 23rd and the sit-at-home order, which is eating into our preparations. But we are doing our best to ensure that we overcome these challenges, and we can only urge the public to remain law-abiding in order to achieve the desired electoral success in the state, he said. The Apex Igbo Sociocultural Group had therefore appealed to the indigenous people of Biafra to revisit their declaration of a sit-at-home order for the 1 week during which the Anambra State governorship election will hold.
The chairman of African Democratic Congress, Ralph Uke Umosu, feared that there may be not an election or there would be a flawed election. I heard the federal government has sent some security operatives to invade the southeast, and you ask why, where we have serious security challenge, the northeast, northwest, Kaduna, etc. You pulled the security personnel away from there, and you are taking them to Anambra for an election, where there is supposed to be order, but the federal government is causing the disorder. The attitude of the government is causing serious disorientation of how a society should be. The federal government must sit down and dialogue with IPOB leaders to do things right. The southeast is clean and does not pose any security threat to the nation. Rather, the people in the villa are deliberately promoting chaos by their unjust ways and inability to manage the diversity in the country. He added that the way the federal government is handling Nnamdi Kanu's case, an IPOB issue, is not right. The federal government must try to align with the policy principles while pronounce people who are agitating against some ills in the society terrorists. That is wrong. This detention of Nnamdi Kanu, whose purpose does it serve? For me, the federal government is doing something that is fundamentally wrong. Assuming the founding fathers of Nigeria are alive and the state is modeling up the way it is doing, would they just keep quiet or look power in the face and stay stop this rubbish? What is manifesting in the southeast is the incompetence and bad governance that is happening at the national level. For me, it is time the security forces and the federal government come down from their high horses and follow international protocol. The governorship candidate of the party, African Democratic Congress, ADC, Nze Akachukwu Nwakpo, also called on the federal government to dialogue with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for peace to reign in the southeast. The former advisor to former President Goodluck Jonathan pointed out the incarceration of Kanu, that it would aggravate the situation instead of solving it. He also observed that the detention of Kanu would make millions of his cult members restive, reminded that Kanu had built a widespread and bigger network of adherents, some of who might actually not be in a position to control and may resort to self-help if he was still left behind bars. Nwakpo advised the federal government to fashion out best approaches to resolving the face-off with the agitators for self-determination rather than to deploy maximum force. Nwakpo therefore cautioned against harassment of innocent citizens by security agents, especially those deployed to Igbo land. He maintained that undue harassment and intimidation are tended to make the youth to develop thick skin to security threats and courage to get involved in the agitations. Thanks for listening.